Hello and welcome to the daily English news program on Azerbaycan Television with the most important events of the day. I'm your host, Cindy. President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, received members of the Azerbaijani national team participating in the European Wrestling Championships, which was held in Hungary. Noting that at the European Championship held in Budapest a few days ago, our wrestlers once again made our people happy and returned home with a great victory, winning 16 medals. Our freestyle wrestling and Greco-Roman wrestling team finished first in Europe. President Ilham Aliyev said that this is a great victory and a tremendous achievement. It shows that our wrestling traditions live on and a strong young generation is growing up in the country. It is a great honor and a great responsibility to represent the people who have won a great historic victory in a matter of 44 days, stated President Ilham Aliyev, stressing that the development of sports and sporting achievements not only promote our country in the world and show our strengths, but also strengthen the sense of patriotism in society. The head of our state conveyed that every citizen of Azerbaijan contributes to the strengthening of our country through his work. That is why Azerbaijan is recognized as a rapidly developing country in the world and one of a handful of countries that is in charge of its own destiny, pursues its own policy, and gets the upper hand both in the battlefield and in the political arena. Highlighting the popularity of wrestling in Azerbaijan, President Ilham Aliyev underlines that coaches and representatives of the Sports Federation, the Ministry of Youth and Sports, should of course pay special attention to wrestling and expressed confidence that we will be in the forefront in future competitions too. Emphasizing that there is little time left before the Olympic Games, the head of state said that sportsmen need to start preparing, expressed confidence that Azerbaijan can be very successful in the next Olympic Games. Noting how he was also following the championship in Budapest and saw that in the most difficult moments, when the opponent was behaving inappropriately and in an unsportsmanlike manner, our athletes were able to put the opponent in their place within the rules. President Ilham Aliyev emphasized that while watching that, he recalled the events of the Second Karabakh War, when the contemptible enemy was being defeated on the battlefield, was fleeting and committing the ugliest deeds. Talking about how our peaceful cities were fired upon with ballistic missiles at night, killing more than 100 civilians, President Ilham Aliyev reminded his words that we would never repeat the actions of the Armenians. We will retaliate the enemy on the battlefield. We will respond in a manner they will remember forever, and added that he saw the same character at the European Championship, the character of the Azerbaijani people. The main thing is that we must defeat the enemy, a sports opponent within the rules, following the principle of dignity, said the president, and expressed that the future of the Azerbaijani people will continue to be very bright in any sport. President Ilham Aliyev recalled our famous coach Gurban Gurbanov, how he acted with great dignity and said in a situation that could be qualified as a goal that we do not need that, we do not need fake achievements, we do not need undeserved success. Whatever we have earned it through hard work. We have also resolved the Karabakh issue with our own hard work, strength and intelligence, said the head of state, and stressed that in sports competitions the concept of fair play should not be forgotten, and Azerbaijani athletes must always follow these principles, because it is more important than victory. But dignity is even more important than victory, and we fought in the war with dignity. You have won this well-deserved victory due to your talent and hard work, and at the same time you have once again shown the greatness of our people, said the head of state, and congratulated everyone with their victory, and noted that we, all the people of Azerbaijan, expect new victories from them. The head coach of the Azerbaijani national freestyle wrestling team, Namik Abdullayev, said that our national wrestling team have successfully represented our country in 2 European championships over the past months, achieved great results, and named the number of won medals. He stressed that our freestyle and Greco-Roman wrestling teams simultaneously became European champions in the team event, which is a new record in our wrestling history. Noting that prestigious competitions await Azerbaijani athletes this year, the head coach assured that they will make every effort to successfully represent our country at the Islamic Solidarity Games, the World Championship, and the World Cup. 3-time world champion in freestyle wrestling and 2-time Olympic medalist Haji Aliyev thanked the head of state for the attention and concern for sports, stressed that our athletes will always strive for high results. Speaking about one of his main goals, participation in the Olympic Games in Paris and winning a gold medal, Haji Aliyev said that he has 2 Olympic medals, silver and bronze, and it's time to win the gold. I would like to think you have already won an Olympic gold medal, President İlham Aliyev said, noting that Hacı Aliyev is a 3-time world champion and World Championship is a competition of the same level as the Olympic Games and does not lag behind them in terms of representation and competition. Stressing that we expect victory from every athlete, the head of state said that the main thing is that Hacı Aliyev will participate in the Olympics, and it is very good that he remained in sports. He is an example for young athletes, because being a 3-time world champion is a truly historic achievement. 2-time European champion and world champion in Greco-Roman wrestling, Eldeniz Azizli said that our Greco-Roman wrestling team became the European champion for the first time. Noting that the Greco-Roman Wrestling World Cup will be held in Baku on November 5th to 6th, Eldeniz Azizli stressed that Azerbaijani athletes won for the first time as a World Championship held in Tehran in 2015, after which 7 years have passed, said that our athletes will do anything possible to repeat the brilliant victory after 7 years so that the cup remains in Baku. President İlham Aliyev expressed confidence that the Eldeniz Azizli will continue to make us happy. The head coach of the Azerbaijani Greco-Roman wrestling team, Alexander Tarakanov, thanked the head of state for the high award, the Taragi Medal. "You are doing everything necessary for sports, for young people, so that we can work, try to win and glorify our country," said the head coach. President İlham Aliyev thanked for the kind words.
Новых побед, новых успехов. Sağ olun.
President of the State of Israel, Isaac Herzog, addressed a letter of congratulations to President Ilham Aliyev on the 30th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between the two countries. The congratulation letter expresses satisfaction with the good bilateral relations, which include collaboration in various fields, such as political, economic, cultural, and more. In his turn, President Ilham Aliyev, congratulating President of the State of Israel, Isaac Herzog, says that in the past 30 years, our cooperation has developed exponentially in the political, economic, military, technical, healthcare, cultural, and other domains of mutual interest, and our friendly ties have grown stronger. The Jewish community that has lived in Azerbaijan for centuries in an atmosphere of amicability, peace, and harmony, and our compatriots of Jewish origin residing in Israel and elsewhere around the world contribute to the solidification of our interstate relations, said President Ilham Aliyev, and emphasized that through joint efforts we can further deepen our traditionally friendly relations and productive cooperation. A meeting with representatives of the movement of the enterprises of France, MEDEF International, and leading French companies was held in the coordination headquarters.
On April 8th, the head of the Presidential Administration, Coordination Headquarters for the Centralized Settlements of Issues and the Liberated Territories of Azerbaijan, Samir Nuriyev, has met a delegation led by CEO of the Movement of the Enterprise of France, Gauthier, and representatives of leading French companies. Fruitful cooperation formed between Azerbaijan and France was noted at the meeting. Regular visits of representatives of leading French companies to Azerbaijan were assessed as a manifestation of interest in deepening economic ties. It was noted that large-scale construction and reconstruction work carried out under the leadership of the President Ilham Aliyev and the liberated territories is being actively pursued, and significant results have been achieved in a short period of time due to the local financial resources. It was also stressed that Azerbaijan has laid the foundation of the world's best practice in the post-war period in connection with the pace and scope of rapid reconstruction and restoration. Representatives of Airbus, Alstom, Soyuz, Sales, Aegis, Orbiter Cash Protection, Aviron Group and other leading French companies expressed interest in deepening economic ties between Azerbaijan and France and expanding cooperation in new areas. The intention of French business circles to participate in the restoration and reconstruction projects implemented in the liberated territories of Azerbaijan was expressed.
For the first time, a joint meeting of Legal Policy and State Structuring Committee, along with the Defense, Security and Anti-Corruption Committees of Milli Meclis, has been held in Shusha. First Deputy Speaker of the Parliament, Chairman of the Committee on Legal Policy and State Structuring of the Parliament, Ali Hussein, said that this event in Shusha was one of the outcomes of the historic victory in the patriotic war under the leadership of Commander-in-Chief Ilham Aliyev. Ziyafet Askarov, Chairman of the Committee on Defense, Security and Combating Corruption of the Milli Meclis, noted that it is a great honor to hold a meeting here as deputies of the victorious people. Then two issues on the agenda of the meeting: the ratification of the Memorandum of Understanding between governments of Azerbaijan, Turkey and Georgia on the training of Caucasian Eagle Special Forces, and amendments to the Criminal Code were discussed. Noting the great political significance of the event, the parliamentarians spoke about the rapid reconstruction and development works carried out in Shusha and other liberated areas. Confidence was expressed that a peace agreement between Armenia and Azerbaijan will be signed soon. According to the combat training plan for 2022, the Azerbaijani army is holding competitions for the title of Best Tank Crew. After overcoming minefields and other obstacles, tank crews accomplish tasks to destroy imaginary enemy ground and air targets, as well as anti-tank vehicles in motion and motionless states within a specified period of time. Based on the final results, the best tank crew will be determined. That was all for today. Thank you for being with us and see you next time.